Ina Goncharenko compared the achievements of Ilia Malinin and Russian figure skaters. The day before, the American won the Grand Prix final in Beijing, performing a quadruple axel in the short program. What Malinin is doing is what our girls once did in women's single skating. And it was stressful for many minds. It came, and it's irreversible. Always when someone starts doing something like that, many people think it's a one-off. And then they get used to the fact that this is the norm, that life has taken a certain step forward. Once Yuzuru Hanyu started it, it was a dream, and Malinin realized it, and it was beautiful and easy, but it is a visible ease. He has tremendous motivation, efficiency and psyche that there is nothing insurmountable. I am doing it, and I will do it. He was not 100% sure that the judges would accept it, but he wanted to try it, to show his capabilities and once again confirm that he could do it at the start, and at a high level. A truly talented and enthusiastic person. Yes, there is a lot to work on, expressiveness, artistry of skating, but he is moving forward, turning from a teenager into a master. He has his own handwriting, said honored coach of Russia Ina Goncharenko. Japan's Kaori Sakamoto won the women's Grand Prix final. Our girls were lacking in this fight. I'm sure they would have come out and proved that they are better. Figure skating should be followed and understand what is happening there, and because we are not there, specialists and fans of this sport will not be closed. I love beautiful figure skating. I love people who leave their mark in it. As for Sakamoto, a lot of people thought she was done, but she is in great shape, becoming an artist on the ice. Her jumps are not quadruple jumps, but when she does a duple into a half skate and an exit from it, into a half skate, the spirit is as breathtaking as from Malinin's quadruple axel, Goncharenko noted. Bestemianova named Russian skaters capable of repeating Malinin's record. On the eve of the American, Ilia Malinin won the Grand Prix final in Beijing. In the free program, he did a quadruple Rittberger for the first time in his career and thus became the first skater in history to perform all the quads, including the axel, at the competition. Malinin set everyone a task. I believe that of our singles skaters someone will be able to do the same. Gumenik Mozalev can repeat this record, said Natalia Bestemianova, the 1988 Olympic champion in ice dancing. Maxim Koshin believes that Ilia Malinin can perform a 5-turn jump. With his capabilities he can do a 5-turn salcho and tulip, as there are 4.5 turns because of the forward push. With the right technique you can steal a little more. I assume that he is already doing the 5, but is waiting for the right moment to show, to present it correctly, he said. Can any of the Russian singles players reach Malinin's level? So far, the quadruple axel is jumped by one person on the ground. This is the most difficult element. I can't imagine how I would do a quadruple axel myself. I did a quadruple Lutz, a Rittberger, it was straight up hard. I don't know if anyone could do it again. Yuzuru Hanyu tried to do the quadruple axel first for many years, there were good attempts, but it was just a little bit missing. Ilia came and did it, maybe someone will come here and do it all at once. I would like to compete at the international level, not that we are on our own here, they are on their own. It's sad. You said you can't imagine going in for that jump yourself. Why not? Well, I can imagine it, I've done jumps a million times every day. The point is different, physically you need a reserve, and morally you should realize that there is no right to make a mistake when learning such a jump, if you do it without a rod. You can train with a rod, but when you don't have one, there is no insurance, any mistake will inevitably lead to injury. Match TV quoted Koshin as saying, Japanese figure skater Kaori Sakamoto won at the 2023 Grand Prix ice skating final in Beijing. In her decisive skating she showed an outstanding performance, earning 225.70 points. Second place went to Luna Hendricks with 203.36 points. There was only 0.2 points between Belgian skater Luna Hendricks and Japan's Hana Yoshida in the final score sheet. Yoshida demonstrated a triple axel while Hendricks' performance fell apart, and it was surprising how the judges scored it at 203.36 points. U.S. figure skater Isabeau Levito, who experienced setbacks on the first day of the Grand Prix final, said the clean ride was an inspiration to her. She admitted that she had a lack of confidence lately, but after dreaming about a successful skating performance, she found motivation to perform well. Levito also revealed that she listened to rap singer Nicki Minaj's album of profanity before her performance, and this, she said, made her stronger during the second day of the tournament. Japan's Hana Yoshida, who successfully performed the triple axel, admitted that she had difficulties with the stability of the jump. However, she managed to perform it at the finals, which surprised the skater herself. Luna Hendricks from Belgium also expressed her surprise in her statements after the second day of the performance. She admitted that she faced forgetfulness twice during the rolling, which greatly affected her performance. The winner of the Grand Prix final, Kaori Sakamoto, emphasized that she had a lot of energy, but the mistake on the flip was the result of unnecessary haste. She also noted that her first places in all the tournaments of the season were an additional motivation for her upcoming performances in the season. The Channel 1 Junior Cup is a new competition in the FFCCR calendar. 28 best young skaters of the country went to Kaluga for this tournament. The main stars of the adult team, including Anna Shcherbakova, Kamila Valieva, Elizaveta Tuktamasheva, Alina Zagatova, Mark Kondratyuk, Victoria Sinitsina, Nikita Kotsalapov, Alexandra Stepanova and Ivan Bukin performed at the event. The event attracted a lot of attention. Tickets were sold out quickly, and the arena, designed for 3,000 spectators, was filled. Spectators actively filmed the performances of the most famous figure skaters on their phones. The atmosphere was especially warm during the performance of Evgenia Tarasova-Vladimir Morozov pair, who recently finished their sports careers. Of the adult skaters, Mark Kondratyuk, the Olympic champion in the team, stood out especially. He impressed the audience with a brilliant execution of quadruple jumps in the short program of the current season. The only mistake was on the triple axel, but for the format of the show and the scanty lighting it was an excellent result. The team leaders this time were Elizaveta Tuktamasheva and Anna Shcherbakova. There was no noticeable tension between them, as there was at the previous Channel 1 Cup with Alina Zagatova and Evgenia Medvedeva. Lisa and Anya actively participated in interviews, sometimes bantering with each other. At the tournament, the juniors, especially Atari Tutberidz's pupils, were the main protagonists. Their performances after the cup caused vivid emotions at the press conference. The captain of the Orange team, 14-year-old Arseny Fedotov, openly accepted responsibility for the team's failure, expressing gratitude for the support. Elisa Divoglazova, 15, emphasized that they are continuing the work of their coaches and champions, moving figure skating forward. Margarita Bazilyuk, 12, honestly answered the question about the possibility of friendship between competitors in figure skating.